In the heat of battle, when bullets rain down like a hailstorm, the first human instinct is to run, to find cover, to survive. But what if survival means standing your ground? What if protecting others means facing the storm head-on? This is the story of a woman who defied instinct, who defied fear, and who stood unshakable in the face of death. Her name was Fu Beifang. The year was 1935. The Long March, a grueling year-long military retreat, was at its most desperate phase. The Red Army was crossing the treacherous Dadu River, a raging torrent flanked by steep cliffs. Their only path forward was the Ludding Bridge, a narrow iron chain suspension bridge, its wooden planks already removed by the enemy. On the other side, nationalist forces had set up a formidable line of defense, ready to annihilate anyone who dared to cross. A vanguard force of 22 soldiers was chosen for a suicide mission, to crawl across the bare iron chains under heavy enemy fire. As they began their perilous journey, a storm of bullets erupted from the opposite bank. The air crackled with gunfire. The chains shook violently. It was a trap. The soldiers were pinned down, unable to advance, their comrades watching in horror from the other side. The entire army's fate hung by a thread. This is where our story truly begins. Among the non-combatant personnel was a young woman named Fu Beifang. She was a propaganda officer, her job to inspire and motivate. But on that day, she did more than speak words of courage. She became the embodiment of it. Seeing the vanguard falter, she grabbed her bugle. A bugle call in the midst of such chaos might seem futile, but it was a symbol, a sound of defiance that could cut through the noise of war. She stood up, fully exposed on the riverbank, and put the bugle to her lips. She began to play the charge. The clear, powerful notes sliced through the roar of gunfire, a rallying cry that echoed across the valley. The enemy, stunned by this audacious act, immediately focused all their firepower on her. Machine guns, rifles, they unleashed everything they had. Bullets whizzed past her head, kicking up dirt and stone all around her. It was a relentless, terrifying onslaught. But Fu Beifang did not flinch. She did not duck. She did not take a single step back. With unwavering resolve, she continued to play her melody, a beacon of hope for the soldiers on the bridge. Her courage was infectious. Inspired by her fearless stand, the 22 heroes on the chains roared and surged forward. They scrambled across the remaining distance, engaged the enemy in a fierce close-quarters battle, and miraculously secured the bridgehead. The path was cleared. The Red Army could cross. Fu Beifang's bugle call had turned the tide, but her act of bravery came at the ultimate price. She was hit again and again by the storm of bullets she had drawn to herself. She fell, but the sound of her bugle and the image of her unyielding courage were forever seared into the memory of every soldier who witnessed it. She was just 21 years old. Fu Beifang's story is one of incredible sacrifice and bravery. She wasn't a general or a seasoned warrior, but an ordinary woman who, in a moment of extreme crisis, performed an extraordinary act. She understood that sometimes the most powerful weapon isn't a gun, but the will to stand firm when everyone else is falling back. She never took a step back so that an entire army could move forward. Her legacy reminds us that true courage isn't the absence of fear, but acting in spite of it. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of unsung heroes. We'll see you in the next one.